What's up, everyone? Welcome to the episode of Think About It. I'm your host, Dan Martin. With me, as always, Evie the Deer. Today on Think About It, we're talking about Hollywood and the realistic world. Think about it. So Hollywood really ruined the planet for me. As a lot of you probably know, I do a lot of traveling, a lot of relief work around the world. Yeah, Hollywood really ruined it for me. The more fiction and drama and comedy TV shows and movies I see, and even books you read, the more your brain sees places like Paris and Rome and London and the pyramids and everywhere in a light that fits the mood the writer or producer deems, be it a glamorous or mysterious or romantic or festive. You don't even notice it. The scene passes, maybe someone's driving a car through the streets of Madrid, and your brain takes notice of the conditions, the cleanliness, the noise, the people, the weather, and yet all of that is completely manufactured and controlled for the movie. The more this happens, the farther it takes this picture your brain creates, your perception of reality from the truth, to the point to where you go to this place, your expectations are so far off, it makes the entire trip and experience miserable and worthless. Whereas if you're not really into movies and TV shows and reading and whatnot, and you go to these places with a blank canvas and get to see the good with the bad, but you're not unconsciously expecting all the mostly good, beautiful, festive, nice stuff, the beautiful people, the beautiful backgrounds, the beautiful streets. And yet it's not even about good or bad. It's just a certain way, and yet it could never be that way. So you're guaranteed to be disappointed because you think and plan on it being that way. Again, not good or bad, and it's not. Even if it was bad in the movie, you have this preconceived notion that it's going to be bad, and you're going to be happily or unhappily disappointed because it's not going to be that way. And it's this way for everything, not just traveling. A specific sunset, a specific animal, friends and meeting people, maybe a circus or fair or concert, even sex. For my ex-wife, growing up in the 80s and 90s, she was really into music, right? Who wasn't? She was especially interested in love songs, but they gave her this very unrealistic expectation of what sex would be like. So when she finally did have sex with someone, it was very, very disappointing. Again, not that the sex was bad in itself, it was just that the experience was nothing like what she expected. And I'm sure that for a lot of girls and boys, this is the same story. But by all means, please leave your experiences in the comments below if this wasn't the case for you, if your first time was exactly how you expected it. But yeah, you're given a very false notion by society of what it'll be like, and the truth couldn't be farther from your imagination. And this could be something as so small and minute as going to a Civil War historic town. As soon as the thought is put into your head of going to this place, of course you're going to have to be told a little bit about it, so it at least picks your interest in seeing it. But from that moment on, your imagination takes over. It creates everything from that point on. And the odds of reality being exactly what you imagine it to be are astronomical. It could never ever be that way. Marriage, children, just any aspect of life in general. Look at how a cheetah roars. Right now, I've put an image into your head of a cheetah roaring. And from this point on, until you hear a cheetah roaring, you're going to imagine that sound. You're going to liken it to other sounds of cats that you've heard roar. And when you actually Google it, it's going to be very different from what you have imagined. So yeah, Google it, listen to a cheetah roaring, and tell me that you understand everything that I've talked about in today's episode. Again, and as always, please don't believe anything you're told. Think for yourself. question everything and stop sentient enslavement. Let's get rid of pets. Let's get rid of testing on animals. Let's let animals live on this planet unaffected by us. Hit the subscription and like button if you like what we're doing. Thanks.
Want to be part in creating a new and better society with Evie and me? Join our new and growing Eco Village. For more information, add me on Instagram and Facebook, links in the description below.